as governments change, as political parties come and go in power, there's always a heated debate about what is the true version of our history. Whom do we believe? Whom do we not? Because conveniently, a lot of times the people in power use history to their own political advantage, and we've seen that happen. So in that sense, even the history that is taught to us in textbooks and in age-old journals and whatnot seems to have a very old school view about how history needs to be seen, like earlier. In that sense, what kind of changes do you think our history books need so that our youngsters are exposed to all the sides and they can probably come to a particular conclusion once they know the facts of what everything are?
Right. So there are two things out here. So when are the history books going to change? It's very interesting. You can change the history books, but you have to understand the entire education of system of India from the 1980s onwards, not going too much into it, is very left-centric, Marxist-centric, right? So you could have the textbooks changed, but you also need to build an entire streamline of teachers with that same thought process. So if you can see, there's a disconnect over there. So I am not to the opinion that we should change the textbooks right now. Although it happens, I'm very happy. I would love for, I should have known that Chola Empire lasted 1600 years. And so many things which I've been learning, thanks to a lot of information from your channel also, by the way. They have fantastic things, and Sanjeev Sanyal has done a lot of work on Ashoka and breaking a lot of popular narratives on that. So what's going to happen is the textbook is going to be, like, you can call it the Doordarshan of India, where everybody, it'll be there. You will hear it because you need to hear it. But social media has already won the war. So now there are so many. You look at the Abhinav, whom you mentioned, the person who's doing a lot of work on. What fantastic YouTube shows he's been having every day, which I've been listening to it, and he does such a great job on. So the whole purpose is that as a nation, as citizens of our nation, we should have that access to that information. We should understand it.
But also people are a little unhappy about this. They say that only a few court-appointed historians should have the privilege and the honor of writing history, and not everybody who's on YouTube and who has the access to social media can talk about history.
No, I'm not a historian. I'm actually a computer engineer, a self-employed person. Today you have the computer, you have the internet, and you have access to information, right? So if I'm able to put up a story and tie up a facts behind it and weave that thing together, right? There is no authority in that particular person. Anybody can go ahead and do it. So the beauty is now today, whether the historians can keep saying what they want, but they are in their own la-la land. Right? Because today you've got Vikram Sampath, who is completely done I was shocked when I read about his book about Savarkar, and what we think about Savarkar, and the kind of things what he has brought to the light. You throw it in another this thing. And then there is my book, which talks about this armed struggle. So let the information flow free. And I mentioned that this will become like, Doordarshan or Times of India, which will just come to your house and you will just glance through it and pass through it. But the real information, you'll get it on Twitter.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.